Flooded streets and cars, geysers in the streets, flooded houses. This is the scene after the downpour that hit Warsaw last night. The mayor of the capital remains pleased with himself and his staff. This is only because our coordination has really passed the test. We believe that, as far as the city waterworks and sewage company is concerned, everything has been done to prevent such incidents. Unfortunately, torrential rains are known to cause such events. In other words, nobody is to blame. The problem is that heavy rain always paralyzes the capital, and no effective solution has been put forward in recent years. In my opinion, the Warsaw authorities have passed and are passing the test. I came here without any major problems. This Warsaw councillor from the Civic Coalition was lucky. Thousands of drivers were less fortunate. Among them were those traveling along a section of the S8, a route that regularly causes problems. This time, there will be no passing the buck. We have to work together. We all know that this road does not belong to the city. It's a fact. The S8 is managed by the General Directorate for National Roads and Motorways. But the role of local authorities, including Trzaskowski and his people, is to ensure that the route is passable, for example, by ensuring that sewage systems are unobstructed.
So,
President Rafał Trzaskowski seems to be doing very little in this regard. After a few, not particularly heavy rains, there is immediate flooding, clogged manholes. Does the municipal water and sewage company unclog these manholes? This institution falls under the president of Warsaw. Residents point out that water retention in the capital is not improved by the inept performance of the cleaning services under the civic platform mayor. The grass has been cut but not harvested, blocking the flow of water. This canal is hardly maintained. This stench and squalor are synonymous with the civic platform government. And this is related to another issue, the encasing of our cities in concrete, the failure to take care of water flows, and failure to remove dry leaves. Łódź looks terrible in this respect. And the city council, the majority of whose members are civic platform members, has voted to allow property developers to encroach on allotments. Near the old town of Służewiec, the Służewiec Brook overflowed its banks and flooded nearby houses. Residents estimated their losses at hundreds of thousands of zloty. This tragedy could have been avoided, especially as the stream has overflowed more than once on Watermelon Street. It is simply a huge problem for us residents. Who is responsible this time? This is the responsibility of Polish waters, and you know it well. It is indeed a question of what they have done in the last 6 years under the Law and Justice government. What does the town hall want to do? Build a new road that will make the disaster even worse when it rains heavily. For over a year, we have been protesting against the construction of this road, both from the Nowa 2 neighborhood and from the Watermelon Street estate. The matter has been brought to the attention of the administrative authorities and the President of Poland. But Rafał Trzaskowski assures that the deconcretization of Warsaw is underway, as trees are being planted. Whether or not a new street, Watermelon 2, will be built on this site, the zoning plan says so. Please direct your questions elsewhere. And the traditional evasion of questions shows the hypocrisy of the likely civic platform candidate for the presidency of Poland. The anger of the capital's residents is understandable. He should look after Warsaw and not just gleam on TV. This is happening thanks to our president Trzaskowski. And where are the city authorities? They probably don't have the money. That's always the best explanation. But Rafał Trzaskowski has money for a recreational area for 1 million zloty or for ideological projects. Security for residents? It seems to be a secondary issue for the mayor of Warsaw. After all, water has the quality of collecting and becoming a threat, and then flowing away. Adrian Borecki, TV Republika.